Hi, my name is Allie. If you don't follow this channel and you're just here to hear about some of the hysterectomy issues and the story that as follows with my journey with the hysterectomy, welcome. I wanted to do a little a video series that just sort of documented my process through the hysterectomy and maybe share that with other women. It might be helpful. I found it was very helpful for me when I decided I was going to have the hysterectomy. I was scouring the internet for all kinds of information and wanted to hear from other women about their process, their story, and their journey. And it was helpful to me. And so I thought maybe it might be helpful for some other people out there that were going through this journey. So I'm going to start by giving you a brief introduction as to why I chose to have a hysterectomy. My hysterectomy is scheduled just over a month from now. So August 30th, 2021 is when my hysterectomy is scheduled. I will be having a abdominal hysterectomy. They will be removing not my ovaries, thank God. They will be removing my uterus and my cervix and leaving the fallopian tubes, which my tubes are tied, and also the ovaries, unless there's a medical reason to take one of them. But there definitely will try to leave my ovaries so that I don't wake up in menopause, because that would not be fun. So the reason I decided that this was the decision that was best for me is it has been a long process in making this decision. I have anemia, and that started when I was about 41. I'm 48 now. When I first went to the doctor, because I was feeling so awful and I didn't know why and what was wrong, and all the numbers came back that I had really severe anemia. And the doctor at that time, which this was like 7.5 years ago, did say, that I needed to have a hysterectomy. When he said that, I felt like that was really invasive, and I was only like 41, and I just was like not ready to entertain that possibility. So I went to my OB/GYN and talked to him about it and said, what else can I do? And so we've worked over the last several years, 7 years, on every other option under the sun to try to avoid major surgery. I have a lot of scar tissue from cesareans. My cervix, I had pre-cervical cancer in my early 20s, really common. But they did a cryotherapy procedure, which of course is a freezer burning basically of the cervix. And so my cervix has scar tissue, and so it could not dilate during my births. And so I ended up with cesareans with both of my kids. The second cesarean, my incision opened about a week post-op after my C-section, and it had to heal from the inside out, and it took a really long time. And it, in the process, adhered to my abdominal wall, my uterus. And so there's a lot of scar tissue there, which is why I have to have an abdominal hysterectomy. And I'm not a candidate for laparoscopic or vaginal. I can't do it vaginally because of the scar tissue, and also because my uterus is enlarged 13 centimeters. So the reason for my hysterectomy: anemia for 7 years, fibroids of several, and enlarged uterus. So that is why I'm making the decision. I'll be honest that it's mainly the anemia that has made my life just, not functioning on an optimal level health-wise with the anemia. We tried everything: birth control, spiked my blood pressure, progesterone helped a little bit with, the heaviness, but not enough to make a difference. We tried ablation, unsuccessful, twice actually. Well, the first one we couldn't even get in there because of scar tissue. The second one we thought was successful, And I just had that this year, actually, February 2021, the second one, hoping that that would have done it. And unfortunately, it did not work. So I have come to the conclusion that this is what we have to do. This, my doctor said after the failed ablation in February of this year, that it was now time to, do the hysterectomy. So it's been a lot of years, right? 7.5 years of trying a lot of other things medically, and I will say alternatively as well. I've tried lots of different herbal supplements, which I'm happy to share with anybody if they want to, comment or ask questions. I've tried energy healing stuff as well, because I am a massage therapist and a yoga teacher, and I definitely believe in the alternative healing as well. And everything helped, a little bit. Everything helped for a time, but nothing stopped my heavy bleeding. And I had 5 iron infusions in the hospital, and that was last October, October of 2020. And it was the first time in 7.5 years that I felt alive again. I had so much energy, and I was just amazed that this is how it felt to be a person. I was like, oh my God. It really made me understand that I've been living in a body that has not been functioning at an optimal health level for a really long time. So it made me aware of that. And so it was worth it, I guess, for that. But they didn't last. They lasted about 3 months, and then my numbers were in the tanks again. So I'm really kind of tired of feeling like crap. Tired of dealing with anemia and the ups and downs of that. And of course, the fibroids in my uterus make my periods heavier as well. So those are the factors, and that is why I'm doing this. And my surgery is scheduled for August 30th, 2021. And I will keep you updated on all the occurrences and, pre-op and post-op. And hopefully that will help you guys or someone out there, I want to say really quick that it's been a really emotional process for me. I feel like the uterus is such an important part of a woman's body. I mean, for me, it was. It gave birth to my babies. It housed my babies. I gave birth to my babies, but it housed my babies. And it's my connection to, mother and my kids, and it's my womb. And there's a big energetic factor there. And I really had to go through some emotional processing to even get to a place that I could make the decision to take it out of my body. I do feel now that it's served its purpose, and I'm so grateful for it. And it is no longer serving me. In fact, it's been making me sick for the last 7 years. So the time has come, but it has been an emotional process for me. So just know going into that there is that component. I think if you're in touch with your body, and as yoga is all about, like, the mind-body connection too. And so it has been a big thing in my reality. But that being said, this is the decision. I'm going to do it. Surgery is scheduled. I'm pre-registered and everything. Oh my gosh, no backing out now. So I will keep you updated, and that is the short and as condensed version of that story as I can make it. Thanks, you guys.